One thing you need to understand as someone struggling with anxiety is that you are not sick. You are stuck. That's why you keep on going to the hospital so many times. The doctors have literally told you there's nothing wrong with you. You have done all kind of tests. You have checked your heart, you have checked, your ears, you have checked your eyes. Literally, there's nothing wrong with you. If there was something wrong with you, by now the doctors would have found out. It is called diagnostic hopping, especially when you're struggling with health anxiety. Your brain tells you, okay, because you're having chest pains, then there is something wrong with your heart. You go to the hospital, they find out there's nothing wrong with your heart. Okay, you say, okay, maybe it's my eyes, maybe it's my head, I need a scan. Maybe it's something else. That's how health anxiety works. It wants you to find out the next problem. It's actually called diagnostic hopping. You go to the hospital, they find out that there's nothing wrong with your chest, there's nothing wrong with your eyes. Then your brain convinces you, okay, there was nothing wrong with my chest. Okay, then maybe it's something else. Maybe it's, my head, maybe it's, IBS, maybe it's acid reflux, maybe stomach issues. It literally can be anything. And that's the aim of health anxiety. It wants you to fix something that is not there. That's why all those years, all those months, all those weeks, you have been trying to find that thing to fix. That magic pill, that one thing that someone will say, that one diagnosis that the doctor will do so that you can fix this problem. There is nothing wrong with you. The reason why you are taking part in diagnostic hopping is because you don't understand what is wrong with you. You don't understand how anxiety works. You don't understand the mechanics of anxiety. You don't know why you are having the symptoms. You don't know why you are stuck. You are literally in the dark. That's why I always tell most of my audience is to have the basic knowledge of what anxiety is, how anxiety works, why you are having those symptoms, the mechanics of anxiety, the principles of anxiety. You'll have to have the knowledge first, because you're not recovering from something you don't understand, from something you don't know. Understanding how anxiety works brings down the fear and makes acceptance easier. And health anxiety can be debilitating, because I remember at some point, I believe that doctors in public hospitals didn't know what they were doing, because I had went there until that's when you can find some of you are being given meds for blood pressure meds, acid reflux meds, gut meds, because the doctors are tired of you. You keep on going, they tell you there's nothing wrong with you, you keep on going. So they have to give you something, because also they need their meds to be sold. They need to sell their meds. So they give you just something else just for you to not go back every time, because you literally cannot convince the lizard brain. Someone struggling with anxiety has a lizard brain. You can't convince the lizard brain that there is nothing wrong with you. And the lizard brain only learns through action. The moment you stop going to those hospitals is when your brain will learn. It learns through actions. I went to, level 5 hospitals. I went to one of the best private hospitals in literally the whole country, because I just wanted that thing that was wrong with me. But all they say was I was normal, I was healthy, I was fine. All the tests came out normal, because people suffering from anxiety are healthy. They are fine. The only problem is here. Anxiety is a thinking disorder. And what you're doing about anxiety is the one that is refueling the cycle. So if you're struggling with the health anxiety, you want to check your blood pressure, you want to check your weight, you want to visit the hospital each and every time, anxiety is a doing disorder. And whatever action you're taking is what is keeping you in the cycle.